No. The game is called Questions, and they have to ask each other questions. And it scores like tennis. I don't know because tennis is funnier than golf.
Captain?
You're still here. You know what? How about a change of scenery? Where are you going? You said go and I went. I suppose we were riding off to become rich. Well, less poor. You know where we're headed. We take this score and we are solid. Can we at least go to the crappy town where I'm the hero? Now, I did a job and I got nothing but trouble since I did it. Not to mention more than a few unkind words in regards to my character. So let me make this abundantly clear. I do the job, then I get paid. Curse your sudden but inevitable betrayal! This is still my ship. I am still the captain, and we can still be big damn heroes. Shiny, let's be best. Oh God, look out! Were those space bees? You son of a bitch!
Firefly the game is a pick up and deliver and contract completion game released in 2013 and designed by Aaron Dill, John Kowaleski, and Sean Swigert with art by Charles Woods. The goal is to take my love, take my land, take me where I cannot stand. I don't care, cause I'm still free, you can't take the sky from me. Also, you pick from a list of possible goals during game setup, so my initial statement is not that far off. To set up, place the main board in the middle of the table. You're gonna need a bigger table. Remove the 2 cards that say reshuffle deck on them from each of the nav decks, placing them into separate discard piles. Shuffle all the decks of nav, supply, contact, and misbehave cards separately, and place them around the board. All players together decide on a story card and a setup card for the game, and follow any additional setup steps as defined. Each player rolls a die, with the highest roll selecting a leader card, a shipboard, and a starting drive core card. Then each other player makes their selection in clockwise order. In reverse order, each player places their matching Firefly mini in any sector not occupied by another player. Give each player 3,000 credits, 6 fuel, 2 parts, and 1 card from each of the contact decks. They will then discard down to only 3 cards in hand. Finally, place the top 3 cards from each supply deck into its discard pile. The first player to select their leader and ship takes the first turn. In Firefly the game, players are captains of their own interplanetary vessels trying to assemble a crew, do some jobs, and keep on flying. The game is played over a truly variable number of rounds, as the story card chosen earlier can define both win conditions and possible time or turn limits. On a player's turn, they will simply choose 2 different actions to do from the following list: fly, buy, deal, and work. Flying consists of either a mosey, where you move to an adjacent sector, spend no fuel, and draw no card, or a full burn, where you expend a fuel from your supply and move a number of adjacent sectors up to your drive core range. For each sector your Firefly enters, a card is drawn from the corresponding deck of Alliance, blue, or Border, red nav cards. If the card resolves without incident, then you keep flying. Otherwise, any number of hazards or opportunities could pop up. Buy is the action for interacting with a supply deck in the matching named location, where ship upgrades, gear, and crew can be purchased, all of which are necessary to have a better chance at completing jobs. Deal is how these jobs can be obtained from contact decks while in the matching contact location. Finally, work is when you want to perform the jobs themselves. Legal jobs usually just require picking something or someone up and dropping them off at a destination. Low pay, low risk. But the illegal jobs are where the real credits are. Illegal jobs require drawing cards from the misbehave deck, which can have you and your crew hacking into a vault, sneaking past guards, convincing the naive desk clerk to pass you the keys, and finally making a daring escape guns blazing. Skill checks of fight, tech, and negotiate are often required, with bonuses to those rolls coming from the crew and gear chosen for the job. The game continues until the primary or final goal on the story card is complete, whatever that may be. This one's for the fans. That phrase is used far too often to excuse lazy writing or story development while basing something on a beloved intellectual property. While it's true that this game is for the fans, that isn't a pejorative in this instance. It's a selling point. It can be tricky to try to pitch this game to someone who is not familiar with the source material, someone who won't get jazzed about reading the dialogue quotes on the cards, or who won't be unstoppably giddy by having both Zoe and Wash in their crew and obviously knows who those characters are. Even without the context, this is still a sandbox game. Do you want to fly from one side of the board to the other just cuz? Go for it. Just mind your fuel and watch out for reavers. You'd say you'd like to roleplay a captain and crew who are just and righteous, only taking meager but legal jobs and never doing anything immoral? My blessings upon you, my child. You're telling me you want to assemble a tight crew prepared to pull off any heist, loaded with tech, gear, talents, and experience, on the lookout for that perfect score and ready to drop everything at a moment's notice when it comes calling? Great! Now, here we all are. It's 4 hours later and no one is even close to finishing the story goal. I don't care, and I'm still free. You can't take the sky from me. I'm always game.
I swear by my pretty floral bonnet, I will end you.